Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a love tarot reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages are coming in. For the collective today, please, what do we need to hear? And this is the Hermit. Let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What does the collective need to know? And this is the Three of Swords. Oh my goodness. What a combination of cards that is. But we are going to grab one more, and then we'll start talking about the message for you guys here that are hearing this reading today on Crystal Vision 1111. What do we need to know, please? And this is Justice. Well, first of all, this person is dealing with a lot of sorrow and sadness, and they are very well aware that putting themselves in this place of isolation, self-imposed isolation away from you, is definitely contributing to their sorrow and sadness, to their heartache and heartbreak as well. That definitely comes with that Three of Swords. But this reading starts with the Hermit, and the Hermit is, well, it's someone who is silent. It's someone who has their back to you at the moment, and that more than likely is your current experience with your person. They haven't spoken to you. They haven't responded to phone calls. They haven't replied to texts or emails. They have just been in that place of complete and total shutdown up on this mountaintop in their cave with their little lantern and their little staff, trying to figure themselves out. But the Hermit card, in and of itself, is one of the most powerful cards in the tarot because it's where the transformation happens. It's where the growth occurs. It's where this person is looking deep within, in their psyche, within their subconscious, within their soul, within their heart, within their personality and their character, and trying to figure themselves out, doing a lot of deep soul searching, spending time on the inner planes, having conversations with themselves instead of conversations with you. But what else this is saying, this combination of the Three of Swords and the Hermit, is that they're heartbroken because you aren't speaking to each other right now. And they're having to acknowledge that, well, this is something they did to themselves, isn't it? Of course it is. So they are in that place where they are battling with their mind and their heart and their soul and everything, trying to figure out the best way to fix this because they don't want to be heartbroken anymore. They don't want to be in that place of isolation anymore. They need to figure out how to come out of that hidey hole, the cave that the Hermit is in, and start talking to you. This is what is going on with this person because they want to contact you. They're missing you. They're lonely without you. That is the combination of the Hermit and the Three of Swords. And I do believe that as the two of you start talking again, it will allow the two of you to heal both of your hearts. Your heart healing theirs, their heart healing yours, as the two of you come together and start having real conversations with each other again, meaningful conversations, not just about, hey, how's it going? How's the weather? How's your truck? How's your car? Those kind of conversations, but deep and meaningful conversations about the meaning of life, about the meaning of why you are in each other's lives. Those kind of conversations, bringing healing for both of you, because this person has gained much greater insight into who they are, into who you are, and why you are in each other's lives, because that is what the Justice card tells us. Justice as well. Your person is going to apologize because they know that they treated you in the most horrible ways. They know they said words to you that were very hurtful, that were spiteful, that were mean-spirited. They know that they treated you in ways that were disrespectful, and they know that they can't keep doing that. And they are feeling the guilt for all of this, the regret for all of this, and that is part of their Three of Swords, sorrow, sadness, heartbreak experience as well. But also with Justice, this person knows that your journey has only just begun. It hasn't truly begun until the two of you start coming back together and talking with each other again. And this person is well aware of this because there is so much more in this soul contract that you share with this person, because that is what justice is about. But justice also carries the sword of truth. Your person is having to be honest with themselves. They're having to have reality checks about this heartache and heartbreak and sorrow and sadness and grief, agony that they feel at the moment, knowing that it's something that they did to themselves. They brought that into their life when they shut down, turned their back, and ran away from you. Now they want to apologize and set things balanced and equal again between the two of you as she holds that scale of justice in her hands. But there's so much more to this story. It hasn't truly begun yet. You're in the hard part, and it is telling us that we are coming to the end of the difficult part because it needs to get to the part where the two of you are experiencing life and love and adventures and travel and romance and just building your lives together in harmony as a couple. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo. Justice is ruled by Libra, but you don't have to be any of those signs or any sign that I mention in this reading today because it is a collective reading. It's for everyone. And it really is more important that we hear the message that the universe is sharing with all of you that are listening to this reading today on Crystal Vision 1111. And that is that this person wants to contact you. They're lonely, they're heartbroken, they're sad without you, and they know that it's time to start bringing the two of you back together because you have unfinished business with each other. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is Spirit sharing? And the Prince of Pentacles. So this is the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. The deck that we are using today is the Tarot Illuminati. All of the decks that are used for the reading are listed in the description box just below the reading. Prince of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Well, your person is spending a lot of time thinking. Now, this isn't that dwelling, obsessive kind of thinking, although that may show up later in the reading. I have no idea. This is more of a strategic planning, reaching goals kind of thinking. And they are thinking about what they need to do to get back in your good graces, what they need to apologize, what they need to say to apologize, how they're going to come out of that place of isolation and come back into your life. Because also with the Knight of Pentacles, it is about your person thinking about the future with you as well, acknowledging there's unfinished business between the two of you. So yes, there is this opportunity for the future for the two of you to create your lives together with the Prince of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and that is what they are thinking about and strategizing. But also, all Knights are about communication. So this is about your person getting ready to talk to you, getting ready to contact you, because they want to come out of this hermit cave. They want to start healing the broken hearts the both of you have, and they want to come towards you with a plan, with something that's logical, with something that's practical about how they are going to restore this balance between the two of you, because they are aware they let it get way off kilter because you gave to them so very much, because that's the nature of who you are, and they did not give back enough to you. Maybe for some of you, they gave back a little bit and then they started holding back. Maybe they gave back a lot and then they quit giving it all. Whatever your dynamic is, this person is well aware that they need to give back so much more to you because you have been considerate, affectionate, kind, generous, and they know that this needs to be reciprocated as well. Part of the reason for their agony and their heartache and heartbreak, actually, the Prince of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, is an earth sign. So that's Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is Spirit sharing with the collective? And the Two of Wands. Well, this is about your person gearing up to take action, because the Two of Wands is about your person bringing the two of you closer together. Now, the Two of Wands can indicate there is emotional distance between you, and that is the case for most of you, especially because the Hermit starts the way for the reading today, which is about Your person being isolated and not speaking to you, creating this emotional distance in the 3D space between the two of you. But also for some of you, it can be about physical distance. You are in long distance connections with one another, regardless of the dynamic, whether it's both physical distance and emotional distance, or just emotional distance for lack of communication and spending time together. They want to bring the two of you closer together, because this is about them taking action to make it happen. This is about your person saying, you know what? It's time for me to do something. It's time for me to stop thinking. It's time for me to get moving. Yes, I have a great strategy and a plan. Will it be successful? I need to test it out. It's time to test the water and see what's going to happen when I do reach out and contact you. That is that conversation, that dialogue that your person has, from the angel on one shoulder, the angel on the other shoulder, kind of battling it out. What is the best plan? Your person trying to figure it out, but they will, because they're coming back for you. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is Spirit sharing with the collective? And this is the Six of Pentacles. Speaking of balance, equal give and take, talking about your person needing to give back to you. And we have the Six of Pentacles showing up because that is what they're going to do. Now, this tells us that your person sees you as someone very special in their life. This person knew that when they met you, that you were going to be someone very significant in their life and in their world. They just weren't ready for all of it when the two of you were spending time together. Hence, up on the mountaintop in their hidey hole, dealing with their heartbreak, because they created the problems between the two of you. But as this person returns, they're going to make sure that you feel loved, that you feel cherished, that you are respected, that they treat you with the dignity that you are definitely worthy of, because they're going to show you how important you are to them, how much they value you, because they feel they have a lot of making up to do for all of that. So they're going to be giving so much more back to you as you guys start spending time with each other again, even in the initial stages of communication. They see you as someone who is very generous, very affectionate, very considerate, kind, loving, and giving. And they know that they need to return all of those things, all of those characteristics, all of those positive attributes that you are. It's time for them to give back to you, basically, is what this is saying. So we do have two cards of balance in this connection with Justice and the Six of Pentacles. So this is about your person acknowledging that there does need to be equal give and take. Each of you giving to and receiving from one another equally at all times. I mean, it's okay for things to get kind of like a little bit off kilter if one of you is going through something difficult, if you're having to deal with someone in your family being sick, or you're having a very heavy workload, you've got some special project that you're dealing with, or you have to go out of town on business or for some other reason. It makes sense that one of you would pick up the slack of the other during those times, right? Because that makes sense. But it can't be maintained by one person all the time. It takes two to tango. It takes two to make a relationship. And that is what your person is acknowledging as well. It takes both of us working together. And you will see that energy from them also as the two of you start talking with each other again. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? The moon. Well, interesting that I'm going to put the moon right beneath that Three of Swords, because those cards do indeed go together, especially right now for this reading, because the moon today is all about melancholy. The moon today is all about sadness. Your person has the blues. Your person misses you. They are longing for you. They think about you all the time. They dream about you all the time. They want to connect with you in the 3D space. But at the moment, they are connecting with you in 5D, with thoughts of you all the time as well, thinking about you before they go to bed, hoping it's going to help them dream about you, because when they can connect with you in that 5D space, sometimes it feels very realistic. You guys as well may be having dreams of your person. But the moon is also about those things that go on way down deep in the dark underbelly of our subconscious minds. Those things that we have buried, those things that we haven't pulled out, that we haven't addressed, that we haven't released, that we haven't gotten rid of, that we have not healed. But the lantern that comes with that Hermit card is going to shine its light on all of those things, isn't it? Oh, why, yes, it is. And that is exactly what is happening because these two cards are diagonal from each other. Yes, your person knows that they've got stuff that they've been hiding, that they have hidden deep down within for a very long time. And those are the very things that have caused this person to act out, to be disrespectful, to take you for granted, to take advantage of you, to treat you disrespectfully, and on the list probably goes, and they are shining that light on those things so that they can use the energy of the Hermit to heal them and get rid of them. That is why the Hermit card is so powerful, because it's where we look within and have our realizations and have those revelations about ourselves. Oh, I really need to let this go. I shouldn't be carrying around this pain and this hurt with me anymore. It happened when I was in 5th grade, and it really hurt my feelings back then. And it has definitely negatively affected my ability to really show and experience real love. But I've been carrying it around for 45 years now, and it's time for me to let it go. That was just an explanation, but I'm sure there is someone out there that something like that will resonate with, that's watching the reading today. Anyway, so this is about your person addressing those things within them and getting rid of them because they do not belong in this connection. That is also causing them some sadness and melancholy, because as we address those things, we have to relive those experiences that caused it, don't we? And we have to say, I'm not going to let this affect my life anymore. However, I need to get that out. Whether I've got to write it in a journal, whether I've got to scream it while I'm jumping up and down and pounding a pillow on my bed, whether I have to do that by going to Chuck E. Cheese and playing that whack-a-mole game and whack, whack, whack that mole as it comes up and out of those little holes. However, that needs to be addressed. It needs to come up and be purged. And that is what is happening for your person. And that is the combination of these 4 cards, the Hermit, the 3 of Swords, Justice, and the Moon. Because this person wants to be free to love you. They want to be free to be able to tell you how they feel about you. They want to be free to explore this unfinished business between the two of you, because they are well aware that your story is only just beginning. Kind of like that Carpenter song, "We've only just begun to live." I think it was something like that. But let's see what else is coming in. What is the universe sharing with the collective today, please? And this is the Ace of Pentacles. Well, the beautiful Ace of Pentacles with all of the golden streamers, reminding me of the golden buzzer in America's Got Talent, where they press the golden buzzer and all the streamers and the balloons fall from the sky and the glitter and the confetti and everything, and music plays and everybody's happy because this person wants this fresh start with you. They want to begin again. They want to start over. Only this time, this person is going to be healed of those things that have been a hindrance to this relationship. Blockages and obstacles, gone. Old emotional wounds, healed. Old baggage dropped off where it needs to go. Anything and everything else will also be left in the past, because this person knows that they have made their own life so unhappy for themselves by carrying around all of that junk and that clutter and that garbage and that baggage and those old wounds and that sorrow and that sadness and that stuff. Getting rid of it. Because if they didn't have those things, your lives would be in a very different place. But you have illuminated for this person those things that they need to address, those things that they need to work on. And that is part of the power of this connection. You have encouraged and supported their big transformation. But they want to start over with this Ace of Pentacles being here. They do want a fresh start with you. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. And the alchemist, well, this is the magician. I do love the magician card because, well, this says alchemy. And the alchemy between you and this person is so very powerful and magical and, well, on fire. Because alchemy is chemistry when we really consider it, right? I mean, in old times, medieval times, perhaps Renaissance times, there would be this guy with his little assistants down in this room that was really dark, looking kind of like a dungeon, but it wasn't, because it was like a laboratory, kind of like Frankenstein's laboratory, I guess, in a way, where these people, these men were trying to turn metal or lead or rocks or clumps of dirt or whatever into gold by mixing together different potions and lotions and trying to create some sort of transformation, which really doesn't work, right? Or we'd all have a little room or a closet in our homes where we were doing all of that. But no. So the alchemist, the magician, is about your person's desire for you, aware that the two of you have this amazing chemistry, and you do. And what is that chemistry? It's your passion. It's your desire. It's your love. It's your affection. It's your communication when you're communicating with each other. It's definitely the physical components of this connection as well. But this is about your person saying, yes, we connect on every level. There is a deep chemistry. We do share this alchemy with each other. And when we are together, it is off the charts, magical and beautiful. Now, the magician, the alchemist, is ruled by the planet Mercury, which I like that came under the Prince of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, because the planet Mercury is all about communication. And as I've already mentioned, knights are also about communication. So talking, reaching out. Your person wants to contact you, and they will follow through to make it happen. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today. What do we need to hear? The Eight of Pentacles. Well, the Eight of Pentacles has been coming up quite a bit here on these readings on Crystal Vision 1111. And when something comes up quite a bit, I feel it has significance. And the significance of the Eight of Pentacles, first of all, is this lasting love that is here between you and this person. Also being built on a much sturdier foundation than it was in the past, especially with the Ace and the Eight of Pentacles being just one card apart. That's the Eight of Pentacles. Well, it's about life lessons. It's about experiences. It is about their own individual working on their soul blueprint for this lifetime, by having the life lessons and experiences that are providing that personal and spiritual growth that they are experiencing right now. And for this person, this growth is occurring because of this Three of Swords, which is their heartache, their heartbreak, their sorrow, their sadness. This is what they need to feel. I know it's really hard not to feel sorry for them. But this is how you felt when this person shut down and ran away from you. I am not talking about you need to be that way with them. What I'm saying is this is the initiation of those life lessons. This is kind of like that what goes around comes around kind of situation. This person was not going to learn the life lessons the easy way. They were not going to experience this growth by staying with you and working through it together with you as the two of you were together, because it would have created so much more damage to this connection. They needed to run off and do it by themselves, by becoming a hermit and going into their hidey hole for as long as they need to be in there, and then emerging from that space. But this Eight of Coins, this Eight of Pentacles, is about your person learning and growing and evolving because of this sadness, this sorrow, this heartbreak, and this guilt that they are definitely feeling at the moment because of how things went down between the two of you. And they know they could have done things differently, but they just allowed them to happen because they figured that was the easiest thing to do. But they're going to rise up and out of that because they're going to take action to reach out and communicate with you because they're tired of the isolation. They're tired of the loneliness. They're tired of being in that hermit cave all by themselves. And they want to come out and they want to talk. And as the two of you start talking, you will both experience this tremendous weight being lifted from your hearts and from your souls, even from your bodies perhaps, because the healing for the two of you, the healing of this connection, that is what will cause the healing of this connection actually to begin. But let's see. We'll use some oracle cards now and see what else is coming through. For this message today, please, what do we need to hear? Well, this is Canary Spirit, and here we have a beautiful little canary sitting on a flute. If anyone resonates with flutes or canaries, the canary's wearing a crown. If anyone resonates with crowns, this says, sing your own song. Now, I feel that this is a couple of things here. First of all, I really believe that this person is listening to songs that remind them of you, your songs, your favorite songs as a couple. Perhaps it was songs that were playing on your first date or your first dance, or music that you would listen to when you were together. And as this person listens to those songs, well, causing more heartbreak and sadness for them. But this is the process of their healing. This is the process of their journey to wholeness and completeness. This is the process of their journey back to you, because that Two of Wands is about the journey back to you, and they are making progress on that journey just now. And we have this beautiful little canary just singing away here with these music notes. But I feel that this is about your person talking, singing their own song to you, telling you everything, sharing everything with you, opening up and talking to you, sharing their feelings, sharing their thoughts, being real, letting down their guard and letting you in. Now, this cute little canary comes with number 12. If anyone resonates with number 12, it can be the 12th of any month. It can be December. It can be January 2nd. It can be February 1st. It can be the number 3. So it could be March or the 3rd of any month as well, if those numbers or dates resonate with anyone. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, this is Panther Spirit. If anyone resonates with Panthers, reclaim your power. Well, reclaim their power is what is happening for this person, especially with the Magician being on the table. The Magician is about personal power, empowerment, courage, confidence, willpower. You're a person finding those things within and then doing something with that energy, which is what they need to do. Reclaim your power, Panther Spirit. If anyone resonates with panthers, then that is a glorious looking creature here, this beautiful cat that comes with number 44. If anyone resonates with 44, that can be your ages. It can be your ages now or when you met. It can be April 4th. It can be the number 8, like the 8 of Pentacles. So it can be August or the 8th of any month. But that number 8, double 8s, are they other 8s? No, that would be 9, 6, 9. We do have a couple of 9s. We do have a couple of 3s. And we only have 2 8s. But this comes with double 4s. And the 4s come up so very frequently as well in these readings here on Crystal Vision 1111. And that number 4 is all about power, courage, confidence, standing in your power, not being afraid, being fierce, being fearless. And that is going to be your person as they return to start talking to you. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is Spirit sharing with the collective? What do we need to know? Stag Spirit, take the lead. What a beautiful card that is. Oh my goodness. Look at the horns on that stag. That is just magnificent with the feathers and flowers and other kinds of decorative things. If anyone resonates with a beautiful stag here, this could be your totem animal. Definitely a glorious one indeed. This says take the lead. Yes, that is the Two of Wands. That is the Magician, your person taking the lead to do something, to reach out, to contact, to open the lines of communication. Now, this Stag Spirit comes with number 58. If anyone resonates with 58, it could be a birth year For some of you, it could be your ages now or when you met. It can be May 8th. It can be August 5th. It can be the number 13. So it could be the 13th of any month. It can be January 3rd. It can be March 1st. It can be the number 4. So it can be the number 4. So it could be April or the 4th of any month as well. So yes, I do feel this person is going to find their power, their courage, and their confidence to reach out to you, because that is what needs to happen so that each of you can be healed from the aches in your heart that truly will allow both of you to receive that full-on healing as you start spending time together again. Pictures, regrets, reminiscing, and missing you. Well, your person's definitely missing you. That is that Three of Swords. They're reminiscing. They are thinking about you quite a bit. And they could be thinking about you in that obsessive way, although they're also definitely thinking in terms of a strategy and a plan, in terms of a long-term course of action about how they're going to rebuild a relationship with you, because it's just beginning. There's still so much for the two of you because you have a soul contract with each other for this lifetime. But I feel this person could be looking at pictures, rereading old messages, trying to connect to your energy any which way they can, because that gives them this kind of like, it's a Band-Aid, really, kind of like, I'm going to put a Band-Aid on this large gaping hole in my heart because I'm going to reread some texts that we shared together. I'm going to look at your photos, and it works for a bit, it works for a moment, but then they start to feel it again, start longing for you and missing you again. But let's see, what else is coming in for this message? Hurting. Well, yes, crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. Well, this person is in that Three of Swords space. Three of Swords is not a happy card. Three of Swords is a card of sorrow, sadness. It can be a card of depression, as is the Moon. Card of separation. It's actually traditionally the divorce card, if that resonates with anyone. But heartache, heartbreak, grief, despair, crying, feeling the pain and the sorrow that they brought upon themselves by shutting down and running away from you and going into the hermit cave, into that hidey hole. It's time to come out of that space, though. It's time to come back into the light. It's time for this person to return so the two of you can start over with each other. And I love how that Ace of Pentacles came beneath the Justice card, because you truly have only just begun to experience this love with each other, because there's still so much more that you have left in this lifetime to explore on this beautiful journey with each other. Message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. And this is a message in a bottle. I don't feel you'll get a message in a bottle. I feel you'll get a text message, a phone call, a voicemail message, an email message, a direct mail message, perhaps even a written letter for some of you, a card, something. Your person's going to figure out a way to reach out to you, and then they're just going to go for it. That is part of their strategy and the plan that comes with that Prince of Pentacles, that Knight of Pentacles. But this person knows it's time for contact, because they are well aware there's only one way to heal that broken heart. Like the Bee Gees song, how do you heal a broken heart? By talking, by communicating, by clearing the air, by explaining everything, by just being around each other and just hugging each other and holding on to each other and repairing all of the broken pieces that you are each feeling in your hearts because you are currently not together. That is how you heal a broken heart, but also through effective communication, meaningful conversation that allows the two of you to understand where you each are in this moment, understand what happened between the two of you, and giving you answers as to why it happened. That is how you start healing that broken heart. That's all it takes, just this person being real and being honest. and talking, but they are going to talk because they are heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair and breakup. Well, that is that Three of Swords card all written out, actually. Deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair and breakup. That is the Three of Swords. That is the Three of Swords written out in words. And this person does feel this heartbreak. And as you have heard me say before, heartbreak, sorrow, and sadness can definitely be our greatest teachers. Not the most pleasant teachers at all, but the most powerful and the most effective teachers that come with that Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles is the card of the apprentice, someone who is going through a period of self-improvement, raising their awareness, understanding that words and actions create repercussions. And if they are wrong words and actions, hurtful words and actions, they will definitely create negative repercussions, right? And this person is learning that at the moment. That is where they are in this journey right now. Feeling all of that at the moment is what I'm getting from them. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. Old school. And this is old school. This is a cassette tape. Oh my goodness. I remember cassette tapes. I remember 8-track tapes too. I thought I was so cool when I got a car with an 8-track tape player in it. I went and bought a Bee Gees 8-track tape. Yeah, that was my first 8-track. Maybe that's why I talk about the Bee Gees songs, because those were the songs of my adolescence, my teenage years, I think. But outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Well, that is definitely supporting this person's misery, their sadness, and their heartbreak, because they are replaying all of these negative things that happened between the two of you over and over in their head. That is not a good use of energy and not a good use of time. And if you guys out there watching the reading are also having those experiences, try to flip them to the more positive events, more positive experiences that you had with each other. Because dwelling on the sorrow and the sadness and missing them, though I understand you do, it lowers your vibration. Instead, if you can try to focus on the happiness and the joy of how it felt when the two of you first met and what it was like to spend time together and how it feels when you are around them, that exhilarating butterflies in your stomach kind of, I am so excited kind of feeling, that raises your vibration and that raises the vibration of this connection, and it actually helps them as well. But this card really is about your person getting rid of all of this junk. Outdated thinking and conditioning. That is what they've been working on releasing with the Hermit and the Moon. Things that don't belong in their life anymore. Things that are no longer any use to them, like these cassette tapes. Because when one of those broke, oh my gosh, you would have to try to splice it back together with Scotch tape. And then when you couldn't get it to rewind, you had to stick your pencil in the hole and try and do it manually. Oh, yes. It's time for a different soundtrack for this person is the point. And they are listening to a different soundtrack. They're listening to different songs about themselves. They are playing a happier soundtrack over in their mind that includes you, the two of you together, the two of you being side by side. Dancing in the moonlight, you and your person being happy and laughing together. Those are the memories that are best for you to focus on. Although I understand your most recent memories of this person have probably not been happy ones. Well, the bottom line is they haven't for them either. And they can't shake them. They can't escape them. But those are the very things that are giving this person this growth that comes with this card of the apprentice, which is the student. Your person is going to school, the school of the universe at the moment, giving them those wake-up calls and breakthroughs and epiphanies that they have needed for a very long time. But that sorrow and sadness and heartbreak that they are feeling at the moment, it's definitely awakening them to what they need to do, because they know that it's just not going to heal by itself, right? This person knows that there is only one tonic for their heartbreak, and that's you. That is why they want to talk. They want to see if you are going to say yes when they want to talk, when they want to see you. They are hoping that you are going to say yes when they want this fresh start with you. They are hoping that you are going to say yes when they talk to you and start telling you the plans that they have for the future with you, because this person has a lot that they want to talk to you about. Of course, with that Justice card, they are well aware that a very sincere apology needs to happen as well, and that is something that is going to be forthcoming from this person, but so much more, because this person has this deep love for you. They don't want to continue on life without you, or continue through life without you, because their sorrow and their sadness is screaming out at them to pick up the phone, to take action, to press the buttons, to go through their contact list and find your name, to go to your house and ring the doorbell or knock the door, however this person needs to do it. Their sorrow and sadness is saying, it's time for you to follow through. It's time for you to take action. It's time for you to close the distance between you and start talking again. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.